Hey there, this is TR, and welcome back to Rated M. My beauty awareness segment today is about sugar. Now, sugar is one of the worst things that you can eat that is really horrible for your skin. And what sugar does, and especially with processed foods, when we eat too much sugar, the sugar breaks down the collagen and the elasticity in your skin. And that's something that's really important as we get older. I say your skin starts really changing and getting older when you're around between 30 and 35. The skin starts to change because your hormones start to change. Your body breaks down sugar differently. You notice as you get older, a lot of times more seniors suffer even more so now with diabetes and etc. because the body breaks down sugar differently. And everything has sugar in it. You have to read it. Everything has sugar. And that is the number one problem with your skin. Sugar causes acne. It causes the insulin in your body to go off. It causes, gives you sign of colitis. It gives you problems with your stomach where you can end up with yeast issues. And because the yeast will grow in your gut and it throws your gut all off. It also causes a lot of issues. Like I said, when it comes down to eating sugar, it's not good. And the substitute is even worse. You could wear sugar, but it's not good to ingest it. It's good to use it as a scrub for your face, to exfoliate with your skin, your lips. It's good for that. But as far as intaking it, it can cause a lot of problems. If you have yeast problems, don't you know it can cause not only with gut problems, but it can stop your hair from growing? Because you can get yeast on your scalp because it's such an imbalance of the insulin in your body. That's why a lot of women who suffer from diabetes have vaginal discharge. They have problems with yeast infections. So you could think that you have dandruff, and it's not dandruff. You have a yeast problem, an overgrowth of yeast. And you're like, I'm doing everything. I'm using that Head and Shoulders, yada, yada, yada. But it's not. You have an overgrowth of yeast in your body. And all that comes from sugar. And when you start getting up into age where, every, say, almost 10 years, your body changes before you go into menopause. Just like when you're younger, when you're about 9 years old, although you may not get your menstrual period, you go through the symptoms of getting it, like the crankiness, the mood swings, the cramps, although you're not getting your menstrual period yet. So, and then it works up to, and then all of a sudden, by the time you're 14 or 15 years old, you have your menstrual. Well, the same thing with menopause. It creeps up on you slowly, but in the meantime, your insides are taking a change. And because it's taking a change and you're eating stuff with a lot of sugar, you're eating that, you're drinking that soda, you're drinking a lot of beer. You're doing different things that is good for the outside of your body, but not for the inside of your body. And it throws everything off. And once you get yeast in your gut, everything goes off. And everybody has it. They just don't know to what extent. That's sometimes like your bowels, when you go to the bathroom, you may see something slimy or something in it. That's the yeast trying to come up out of your bowels. If you notice, if you eat cake or something like that, all of a sudden you have diarrhea. That's because of the sugar in the body and the yeast in your body and how it's trying to come out. But yeah, sugar is a big no-no, and we all deal with it. We all are addicted to it in some kind of way. It's hard to get away from it. Like I was telling someone today or yesterday that a packet of ketchup has 2 tablespoons of sugar in it. If you look at ketchup, it has a high intake of sugar in it.
So what about people like me who drink a coffee every morning with sugar? Every morning.
Yes, we're talking about the sugar, and that's not even talking about the sugar milk that you put into it. You're really setting yourself up for gut issues and yeast, and it'll affect your face. If you had a problem with acne, those who have problems with acne cannot eat a lot of sugar. You have a question, Inisa?
No, I'm saying that's me, problems with acne, and I love sugar. I really don't know what to do because there's not a healthy alternative for it. Like, I wasn't eating bread for a while. I was paleo when I switched my diet. And when I went to the doctor, he said, I would encourage you to start eating bread again. And I feel like that's the worst thing he ever told me because I've been eating bread every day since.
Well, you can't cut it all out because that's what happened to Luther.
I think
he cut out all of that stuff, and then it showed you have to have a certain amount. And too much of anything is not good for you. But as far as beauty awareness, it takes the collagen is what, like myself, that I need to keep me from getting wrinkles and stuff. And the elasticity where, after a certain age, you ever see women, their face look like it just droops? Mm-hmm. That's because the elasticity in their skin is not tight, and they end up getting...
So sugar gets rid of that?
No, it causes it.
It causes the skin to stretch.
Yeah, to stretch and sag.
Well, for all y'all who say I look like I'm 10 years old, y'all gonna be surprised when I get 30 because I love me some sugar.
And it's not good. It draws, yeast loves sugar. It's like a special worm. It's like it feeds it. Yeast loves sugar. When you go to make bread, what makes the yeast what it is, they put the sugar in it and it eats it. That's what feeds off of it. Cancer also feeds off of sugar. Mm-hmm.
Great.
Cancer feeds off of sugar. And if you use the substitute sugar, that's even worse. So that's all I got on as far as beauty awareness. Try to control your sugar intake for your skin as well as your scalp. Okay, guys?
So that means you can't give out sugar?
Yeah, you can give out that kind of sugar. That won't cost that. Well, that could cost stuff, but it won't affect your insides anyway. It won't affect your inside. On that note, guys, we'll be right back.